I know you're a humble person, and so you don't like tell people what you've done and what you've done to help people, but just to showcase like some of the things that maybe you've done to change someone's life, or like a project that you've done to help out the community. You think you could share, I don't know, one or two that you remember?
Well, you know, June, my assistant. He is actually my dad's friend's son.
Okay.
From Colorado. He was in high school when I first met him. He was in LA, but he's from Colorado.
Okay.
They asked me if I could meet him, just to kind of like give him direction in life. And then I met him, and then he ended up choosing to go to the same school that I went to, which is Musicians Institute, and he wanted to study engineering. And he's a guitar player, so he could have done anything else. So it's like, okay, if you come to LA, then I'll take you under my wing, you know. And for the last like 3-4 years, like we've been working together, and I've been, you know, taking him everywhere. He has like his own room next to my room at the studio. And before him, I had another, you know, assistant. His name was Marvin. He hit me up out of the blue, and I took him on because he was a fellow 49er fan. And I taught him everything. I like those two. Like I basically, I'm an open book. I teach them everything I know
For free?
Yeah, for free.
Wow.
Yeah, and if anything, I paid them.
Just to, you know, kind of be your assistant.
Yeah.
Basically, you're teaching them and guiding them on how to be the next engineer, right?
So that's on an individual level. I do this thing called AimFest out in Korea. I've done it twice now. Once in 2019, once in 2022. It's basically an educational event where we show the creation of a song from scratch to finish, like how a beat is created, and then how an artist writes to the beat, how they record to the beat, the relationship between the artist and the engineer, and then after they record it, the song being mixed. So we create a studio on stage, and we literally show the song being made from nothing to a completed song within 7 hours. So that is like that's like one of my biggest projects. This year we're doing it in Singapore and Seoul. And I'm trying to expand like all throughout like Southeast Asia and Asia. Wow. I want to hit like Japan. I want to hit Indonesia. I want to hit Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, and yeah.
You're basically showing them how to make music and show them the process. And anyone could come.
Anyone can come.
Anyone could come and just watch you guys do it, watch you work on music and see how it's created, and they get inspired by that. What do you also like do giveaways, or you give them free things, or
the first one we did, the one we did in 2022, we charged like $200.
Okay.
But it came with like $500 worth of plugins. You know, so you get double what you paid for, and you get the experience, and you get the networking opportunity. This year we're doing it a little bit differently. We're doing it at a smaller price point. But then like we'll have packages where it's like if you buy like a VIP package, then you'll get like a certain plugins and things like that. And we want to make it accessible to like all the students, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know you're really big about education and teaching the next generation, and you want to provide resources for the students, and you know, and that's what we talked about. We want to use your, you know, skill set, ability to try to see if we could help somebody out and kind of teach or guide the next generation of, you know, find somebody who we could help to be the next youngin in America, you know? maybe was there somebody that you maybe had in mind, or I know you're doing like a class sometime at your studio, right? You bring people over and they get to learn. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So that's kind of like a subdivision of AIM Fest.
Oh,
I
okay.
call it Song Lab.
Song Lab.
It's basically a more intimate version of AIM Fest. It's like it's limited to 20 seats because the studio is a little bit smaller, of course. And then you get really hands-on experience. You get to ask questions straight up. Like last one we did was, I think we did it in October, and we had Hit Boy there. We had Kaylin Arnold and Devon Terrell, the pretty big artists. And me and Tizio, which Tizio is like Chris Brown's engineer, Jack Harlow's engineer. He mixes like all the big stuff right now. So it was basically, we had people fly in from like Mississippi, New York, like Florida, everywhere to fill those 20 seats, sold out in like 2 days. And that's another thing that we're trying to constantly do, and that's something that I want to take over to Korea and like Japan as well.